Hello everybody, welcome back to PE with Mr. P. It's a lovely, glorious sunny day, which is where I'm wearing my sunglasses and a hat. We're out here to show you a quick game called End Zone. This is a target-based game where hopefully you can see behind me I've made a rectangular shape, an end zone, if you're familiar with American football, and we've got to try and throw a throw an object into that end zone. If I just move my head slightly, you can see just here I've got a starting cone. I've got 3 tennis balls. I'm going to try and throw and get into that end zone. There's quite a few different variations of this, but the purpose of the game is to try and get the balls into there. I'm going to do a roll to start with, so I'm just going to show you that version to begin with. The scoring that I'm going to use is the ball has to be inside or in between this gap here, in between the red and the white cones. I am going to include anything that's in between the cones as well, just to let you know. So I'm going to have my 3 goes and let's see how I get on. Okay, hopefully you can see that. So my first roll was a little bit short. You can see that one just here, didn't quite go inside. My second 2 managed to just land inside, so I would have got 2 points for that round. Obviously when you're playing this, you can adjust the distance you've got here to make it obviously easier. You can bring it closer. To make it harder, you can make it a further roll. Another thing that you can also do is with the end zone, you can obviously make the spacing between the cones bigger, maybe for some of the younger children. And if you want to make it harder, you can make it a bit smaller. Just make sure it's enough room for obviously the tennis balls or whatever you've got to fit in. If you haven't got any cones available, if you're on the playground, if you're on your tiles, slabs, you could use some chalk and you can mark out a box obviously to try and get it into, or alternatively you could use a towel. Now again, a bit like I said, you could alter the size of the start zone. You could use a towel and spread it right out so you've got a nice large area like so. Obviously you want to make it smaller. I'm just going to fold mine down a few times and make it a little bit harder. I'm going to remove the cones here in the second version of this. Now, as you may not all have lots of tennis balls, if you've only got 1 tennis ball, obviously you can just roll it, collect it, and then do it a few times. I'm going to get my little collection of lucky mascot toys out. Here they are again. I'm going to try and land them on the towel. So exactly the same game. I've made the fold the towel twice, so it's still a rectangular shape. Obviously a little bit smaller. I'm going to try and throw these and get them onto the towel. This time I'm going to say 1 point if it's touching. So maybe if it's balancing or a little bit on it. And I'm going to say 3 points if I manage to get it completely onto the towel. So here's my 3 goes. I'm going to show you this one. So hopefully you can see here this one isn't quite touching, so unfortunately no points for that one. This one's completely on, so that's 3 points, and this one's just slightly off, so I'm going to give myself 1 point for that. So that was 4 points for that go. Again, you can choose what equipment you're using, you can change the target area, etc. You can take it in turns and try and keep a track of your best score. Okay, enjoy End Zone.